Hi, I'm Fabulous Ray, and today I will be reading an excerpt of Fistful of Feet by Jordan Krall. This is going to be Chapter 7. Leonard Garco was relieved when they finally reached Screwhorse. He was exhausted, and he knew that Sergio and Clayton were too. Because of lack of water, their horses had been unable to go on. Leonard, Sergio, and Clayton left the animals and continued on foot. So once they got there, the town was a sight for sore eyes. "Let's go over there," Leonard said. "The brothel." He thought it was a good idea to get a drink or two. There'd be pussy, too. But Leonard was planning to only quench his thirst, not his lust. He'd leave the horse to his younger partners, Sergio and Clayton. They had traveled a long way to find the gold, and Leonard didn't think it hurt if they took time to blow off some steam. Sergio had gotten more melancholy each day, so any diversion might be for the better. After all, coming to the town was Sergio's idea to begin with. And if he wasn't in the right mind, the whole plan would go to shit. The only thing that bothered Leonard was that Clayton was wearing the donkey mask again. The guy went from putting it on occasionally to wearing the thing every night, every single day, without taking it off even to sleep. Leonard thought it was the stupidest thing he'd ever seen, but didn't bother to voice his opinion since Sergio didn't seem to mind. As they walked down Main Street, they passed the Hard Candy Kid, who was yelling at a horse, slapping across the face. Clayton laughed. "Look at that son of a bitch!" The Hard Candy Kid turned around, his eyes burning. For a few seconds, Clayton and the kid stared at each other until Sergio and Leonard walked into the brothel. At that point, Clayton nodded and said, "Asshole." The Hard Candy Kid looked at the horse. "Motherfucker's wearing a mask, you see that? So ugly as to cover up his face." "Fuck you say?" Clayton said. In a high, mocking voice, the Hard Candy Kid said, "Fuck you say? Fuck you say?" He opened his mouth and set his face into the side of the horse, biting the animal until he had a mouthful of flesh and hair. Clayton took a few steps back. "What the hell is wrong with you?" "Wrong," the Hard Candy Kid said, spitting the gore out of his mouth. He pulled a pistol from his waistband and pointed at Clayton's face. "You're the one wearing a mask, asshole." Clayton froze. He hadn't even seen a weapon on the guy. Son of a bitch was fast. "I don't want trouble," he said. He suddenly felt a deluge of sweat underneath his donkey mask. "Trouble?" the Hard Candy Kid laughed. "You know what real trouble is? Real trouble is being shot and waking up to find yourself in hell." With his free hand, he pointed to the horse. "Hell is paved with horseflesh, you know." He holstered his gun. Clayton considered himself a tough son of a bitch, but he was smart enough to know when he was outmatched. Besides, he had come into town with a goal in mind, and starting trouble with a crazy horse fighter wasn't going to make things go any smoother. He slowly walked away from the Hard Candy Kid, following his friends into the brothel. If you want to read more or know more, you should go to Amazon and buy this. It is awesome. It is one of the earliest Jordan Krall books that I read. It's kind of all about, it's like a Western Bizarro. So pick this up and leave a review. He would appreciate it. Thank you.